Good evening and thank you for joining us. We were warned about the oncoming snowstorm that has been sweeping across southern and central Alberta, and it's finally hit the border city and surrounding area. RCMP are advising against travel on Highway 16 between Lloydminster and Maidstone at this time. Highway 16 westbound lanes are blocked due to multiple jackknife semis. It's estimated 80 vehicles are backed up east of Maidstone. RCMP say tow trucks are on its way, but it will be some time before the highway is going to open. Now, the highway hotline is also not recommending travel in the area of North Battleford due to slippery conditions. We'll bring you an update as soon as it becomes available. And with more than 5 centimeters on the ground right now and strong winds, residents are bracing themselves and crews are out sanding and clearing roads. Annika News has more on the first major snowstorm of the season.
White, white, white. As far as the eye can see, it's snow. And bad news for most people, it seems like it's here to stay.
The temperatures are going to take a real nosedive as we head into this week. We're going to be below freezing pretty much right across the board until next Saturday is what it's looking like. So that being said, some of the snow that's on the ground will melt, but we may see some of it sticking around because the air temperature is not going to allow much melting to occur.
But before we can get too up in arms about the sudden hit of winter, keep in mind we haven't seen snow in the city yet this fall, aside from a light dusting last week.
Typically at this time of year we'll get one big snowstorm that will come through and make its way through the region, but this year it was a little bit later actually. Typically we'll see one major snowfall in October that will melt, but we didn't really see one, at least in the Lloydminster area, until now.
Now, as you can see, the roads look fairly icy, but RCMP say that they haven't received too many calls as far as traffic goes, and people are being smart when it comes to the roads.
Today, people have been doing pretty well. Cars are traveling slow, and I think up till about now, we've only had one motor vehicle collision that's been reported. People are doing a good job recognizing the conditions and slowing down.
And RCMP remind people to keep this cautious attitude and only drive if necessary.
I'd almost considering checking the highways and seeing if you can push it off a day because the roads are quite bad. As for in the city, if you see a stop sign or a stoplight coming up, make sure your foot's over the brake and you're already stopping a lot sooner than you would, say, in the summertime. Give yourself plenty of time.
Even though winter appeared with intensity today, there is hope for tomorrow.
At this point, it's looking like the work week will be very stable. We're going to see a lot of sunshine, maybe a few clouds, but no major snow events for at least the next 7 to 10 days.
Annika News, Newcap News.
A man from Saskatoon is facing several charges after a two-vehicle collision in North Battleford. Emergency crews were called to 13th Ave and 103rd Street. A woman and a man were taken to hospital with unknown injuries and are not considered to be life-threatening. Now, the 22-year-old Saskatoon driver of the other vehicle, who is previously from North Battleford, was arrested at the scene. He faces the following Criminal Code and Traffic Safety Act charges, including refusal to provide a breath sample and impaired operation causing bodily harm, driving left of the solid center line, and failure to comply with license endorsement or restriction. The 22-year-old man was released later that night and will be in North Battleford Provincial Court on January 6th of next year to deal with his charges. It was glitz and glam in the border city this Friday to raise funds for a local health center being built. Now in its 13th year, the Health Foundation Gala was an affair to remember with a theme from a different time. Megan Willis has more on this story.
The 1920s A Gatsby Adventure was the theme of the gala. The events raised more than $1.4 million over the past 12 years, going towards local health care. The evening included dinner and live music throughout the night to keep guests entertained.
For supper, we have a local 4-piece band that is again going to be very jazzy and singing for us. And then to top off the evening, we have the famous Matt Dusk from Toronto here, a crooner that's going to just really set the rest of the evening for us.
Organizers of the event were thrilled with the turnout and with the funds raised, all going towards a good cause.
People have been preparing for this event for a year, and we're just expecting over 600 people and for a great cause, raising money for the local health foundation.
The gala had both live and silent auction with prizes donated from local businesses.
Money is actually, this year it's being raised to complete a pledge that we've made to the Lloydminster Primary Healthcare Centre, which is being built in downtown Lloydminster. And we're hoping that with the funds that we raised tonight, this clinic will be able to become a reality in the spring of 2014.
Last year, the gala raised more than $200,000 and hoped to raise $500,000 this year in support of local healthcare initiatives. Megan Willis, Newcap News.
The Bobcats' colors are orange and black, but the Civic Center sported a flare of red last night in support of the MS Society.
I think a night like tonight gives us a platform to be able to show people that the impact MS has in this community. So many people live with MS, and for many it's an invisible disease.
The MS Society is a regular partner with the Bobcats to lend a helping hand to members of the community who are battling the disease.
The Bobcats organization supports us in a huge way. The players wear stickers on their helmets saying "End MS." Even the coaching staff gets behind us wearing red ties tonight.
The Bobcats are also part of the MS Snow Angels program and are gearing up to do it again this year. The players will shovel the walkways of those living with MS. While the MS Society was not collecting donations at the game, they were there to spread awareness.
To educate people is so crucial and vital to us, and it's the first step to getting people aware and then moving to hopefully support us and allow us to do things in the community to make quality of life better for people with MS.
The MS Society will be attending a second game this year at a later date.